Hi everyone! In this video, I will share with you a sequence for lower back pain relief. So what you would need, you may need 2 blocks and a strap nearby for when we start our practice. You will start off lying down. So you extend the legs, see how you feel, how your back feels. And we'll start to bend the knees, bring the feet as wide as the mat, and then knock the knees together. Then you can lengthen the lower back, maybe lifting the tailbone up, pressing it down, and then doing it a few times as you connect with your breath. And then from here, as you inhale, you bring the knees in. And then we'll start with simple movements, maybe rocking from side to side, and then moving on to making circles at the knees, going in one direction. And make sure you go the opposite direction a few times. Or maybe making 2 opposite circles as if you're rowing a boat. And just being mindful of the breath. Bring the knees in. And then we'll grab the edges of the feet for happy baby. The knees can be as wide as the armpits. And then from here, you can find a rocking movement again, massaging the lower back, rocking from side to side. And you have the option to hold behind the thighs if grabbing onto the feet is not accessible. And we'll bring the knees in towards the chest. And then from here, we'll grab our strap. Maybe use the full length of your strap. And then we'll place it on the arches of both feet as we extend the legs towards the ceiling. And then taking your time, as you exhale, bringing the legs in towards the chest. Okay. We'll keep the right leg where it is. And then we'll lower down the left leg. And then from here, we'll add a twist. Okay. Let the left hand grab both straps. Extend the right arm out. As you exhale, we'll twist towards the left side. So take your time in the twist. Let your right foot kick against the strap. And then you can bring the leg in towards the chest any amount. And if it's accessible for the neck, you can look towards your right shoulder. And then noticing the breath again as you stay in the shape. And then as you exhale, coming back to center. And then we'll switch sides. We'll bring the left leg up towards the ceiling. And then we'll lower down the right leg. From here, right hand grabs the strap. Anchor your left hand out to the side. Inhale. And then exhale, we'll twist towards the right side. Okay. And then pressing the foot against the strap. And then you can bring the leg in towards the chest any amount that feels good for your left lower back. And then connecting with the breath again, lengthening the inhale, lengthening the exhale. And then from here, bring the legs back up towards the ceiling. And then releasing the strap out to the side. We'll hug the knees in again towards the chest. And then using momentum, rocking forward and back to come up. And then crossing at the shins. And then we'll find tabletop position. Okay, hands shoulder width apart. Wrists underneath the shoulders. Then from here, we'll lower down the right forearm. Interlace the left hand on top. And then we'll find a downward facing dog with knees down. And then we'll focus on the twist towards the left. The head can rest on the right arm. As you twist, and then let your butt reach back. And we'll take it on the other side. Left forearm down, left palm faces up. As you exhale, twist towards the right as your butt reaches back. You can add small movements at the hips and then see how that feels for you. And then breathing in and out of the nose. You can stay longer at each side if that's what you need. Then we'll come back to tabletop. Then from here, we'll do a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, chest reaches forward. Exhale, round through the back. You can add rolling cats. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, round. Maybe adding movements again at the hips as you sit towards the feet. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, round. Maybe doing barrel rolls. Just getting different movements on your spine. And then being mindful of your breath, lengthening the inhale, lengthening the exhale. And from here, we'll sit back to child's pose. And then reaching forward. Then as you exhale, we'll find downward facing dog. Okay. Any movement in down dog, alternate bending the knees. Maybe wiggle the hips side to side. Lengthening the breath. And from here, we'll lower down the knees to floating tabletop. Inhale to a plank and exhale, downward facing dog. You can do this a few times. Let the knees hover. We'll find plank and then exhale, downward facing dog. Letting the knees hover, pressing up, and then exhale, pushing back. And from here, we'll walk the hands back towards the feet. As we fold over the hips, you can grab for opposite elbows. And then adding swaying movement at the torso. See how that feels for your outer hips as you swing from side to side. Maybe adding a bend at the right knee as you open towards the left side, keeping the left leg straight. Then we'll switch over to the other side, bending at the left knee, then twisting open towards the right side. Coming back to center. And then from here, we'll find downward facing dog. Come back to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then stepping forward. Coming up halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching up. And then exhale, hands back by the sides. Inhale, lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, pressing up halfway. Exhale, ground the palms. We'll step back to a floating tabletop. Inhale to a plank. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. We'll step it through in between the hands. Lower down the left knee. Traction the legs as you reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Finding the brace at the belly. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, stepping back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side. Stepping the foot in between the hands. Lower down the right knee. Inhale, grounding through the legs as the arms extend up. Bringing the hands down. Breathing in as you step back to a plank. And then exhale, downward facing dog. You can stay here for a few breaths. Connecting with the breath again. And stepping one foot forward, followed by the other. Come up halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, hands back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Ground through the palms. We'll step back to a plank. Breathe in. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Step it through. Lower down the left knee. Then we'll find a twist. Ground down on that left hand. As you exhale, twist towards the right side, lifting the right arm up. See if you can press away. And then when you're ready, release, finding plank. Inhale, exhale, pressing back. Other side, stepping the left foot forward. Lower down the right knee. Ground through that right hand. Push away from the right side. Exhale, twist towards the left. Lifting the left arm up. Finding traction at the legs as you lunge and twist. And slowly release. Inhale to a plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in and out of the nose. Connecting with the breath. Then from here, stepping one foot forward, followed by the other. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, ground through the palms as we find plank. Breathe in. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Lifting the right leg up. Stepping in between the hands. Find traction at the legs so that we're grounded and stable. Inhale, lifting up to a high lunge. Bracing the front body. And then reaching the arms back. We're bringing the shoulder blades together, opening through the chest without letting go of the belly. And then we'll slowly release. Come back to a plank. Inhale. Exhale, pressing back. Other side. Lifting the left leg up. Step it through. Traction the legs. And then as you inhale, come all the way up. Find stability here first. From the front body, interlace the fingers. Open through the chest. Bring the shoulder blades together. Hold for a few cycles of breath. And then when you're ready to come down, stepping back to a plank, breathing in. And then exhale, downward facing dog. And you can stay as long as you want in downward facing dog. Coming back to the breath. And then when you're ready, we'll bring the knees down. Then we'll find child's pose. You can wrap the arms around the legs. Just let the shoulders soften. Let the hips soften. You can find small movements. Still mindful of the breath. And from here, we'll extend the arms forward. We'll find the side bend from child's pose. Okay, reaching towards one side, ground the opposite butt towards the foot. Coming back to center. And then exhale, extend towards the opposite side. Breathing here. Inhale back to center. Then we'll find tabletop. We'll sit down onto our mat. We'll extend the legs forward. Flexing at the feet, reaching the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward. If holding onto the feet is not accessible, you can use a strap. And then take your time as you fold. Lengthening the breath. Then we'll bring the soles of the feet together. Maybe press the outside edges of the feet. Inhale. And then exhale, folding forward. The knees can reach down towards the mat. The hands can reach forward. Then from here, we'll add a side bend as well. Veering off to the right side. And then coming back to center, inhale. Exhale, we'll veer off towards the left side. Then coming back to center again. Maybe folding forward. Then when you're ready, coming back up. Take your time as you bring the knees together. We'll extend the legs forward and then we'll lie down on the mat. Hugging the knees in towards the chest. Maybe rocking from side to side. See how your back feels at this point. And then we'll plant the feet down, bring it hip width apart. And then inhale, lifting the hip up. As we find bridge pose, ground down through the shoulders, pressing the palms down. And then when you're ready, as you exhale, lower down the hips. Inhale, pressing up. You have the option to interlace your fingers, maybe shimmy the shoulders towards each other, and then lifting the chest a little bit higher. As you exhale, we'll slowly release. We'll bring the feet as wide as the mat, knock the knees together, and we'll just let our lower back lengthen. Bring the arms out to a T, and then we'll find the twist. You can bring the left foot on top of the right knee, and then hold here for a few cycles of breath. You can push down on that right knee any amount, coming back to center, and then exhale, twist towards the opposite side. This time, right foot can press on the left knee, and you can push down any amount that feels good or for what you need on your lower back. And then stay for a few cycles of breath. Then coming back to center, we'll hug the knees in again towards the chest, maybe lifting the forehead up. And then when you're ready, you lower down, reaching the legs forward, settling down, bringing the arms out to the sides, letting the palms face up, and then just finding complete surrender in Shavasana. So I hope you enjoyed that sequence and you gave your back some love. Know that you can do that sequence maybe every day if you're up for it, or as often as you can, or as often as your back would need it. So this is Ever Yoga by Jo and Daya, sharing everyday yoga for everybody.